right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with him on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held him to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. This is taken in by McBride. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss of the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Now he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action. Rice. And down he goes. Brought down. Raider sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at the game nowadays. It's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Trap 60. Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
To throw, it's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, boy, hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Vegas. Punch scores. Punch. Yes.
Throwing is Williams. Pass complete there in the cooler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3rd and 2.
Vegas.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Bush from 19 yards away. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rice. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down another 4, getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
38 yards on the play. First down, Chargers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within the division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw, Williams. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
And the Raiders
12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready to run.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jameson Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here early going.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Rice. He finds his man, complete. It's Morales. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. It's a gain of 35.
So as we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Warriors 17, 18, high in.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, go.
Looking to throw. Rice. And this one too low.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick.
In motion, Patterson.
18 Rattler. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Rice. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
It's 4th down.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers.
On 4th down, Rice. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it lines up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way to the opposite 48. Now the He's going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yes. Watch out.
Back to throw. Williams. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. From the left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete on the
Well, a
jump ball.
momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Now the coverage was positioned. Up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before break. Rice. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. his way forward. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rice. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Rice. And the Raiders have got him. Job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
It's 2nd down.
19 Wyatt.
Looking to throw. Rice. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. That'll give him 8 that time. And he'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Vegas!
From the gun, here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
18. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Rice. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a couple.
Stephanie. 60 Eagles. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
31. Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Rice. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Got ready.
18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Puka Nacua with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Chargers 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guys throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Rice. Man open. It's Goodwin. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him the first down.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Raider defense delivers a score. They'll try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score, Raiders 45, Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on this scoreboard player because it's just about moving forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Operating from the gun, Rice. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
19, 18. Top low, 18.
Looking to throw, Rice. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Trap 50, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rattler, 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Cub 19, Cub 19. 19 Lion. Warrior 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their